Hi Debbie. So I'm going to just look around in your course site just as if you and I were sitting next to each other and just look for anything I see that I might make a suggestion on. I thought your announcement was really good. I read it before I started the video, and I think it's very good. The only thing I would suggest is this font is pretty tiny, and it's the standard default font that I usually in announcements like to make it a little bit bigger. Of course, all the receivers on their end, they can make it bigger, but it's just a little nicer looking, I think. You'll do this under, you'll edit. I guess I probably should have slowed down to show you, but I'll show you when we go back. I would just take all of the text that you have and just raise it up one size to a 4. It'll make it look a little nicer on the screen, a little easier to read. So, but you've done a great job with telling them what to do, what to expect. I think that looks great. Okay, in case you've forgotten to edit, you just go right to the right of any title and select that. Okay, course instructor. Okay, that looks good. You've got good content here. What I recommend is you go under, instead of create folder, which is what you have here. See, if I click on your name, it's going to tell me this folder is empty. So that's not as efficient as creating a contact, since there's just one of you, which is actually what you did down here, but you just don't have any information in here. So I would recommend you, okay, I'm going to say it this way. If you copy and paste from here, you're going to have a lot of font issues. So it's better if you can edit this one and then copy. To stretch this down, go just to the bottom right and stretch down, and then copy. You won't need your email address. Copy this text, and then I'm going to cancel. Then go down to this one and edit it. And then there you have your number. You don't have to put your number, you don't have to put your office location, you don't have to put any of that information in. Under notes is where you'll want to paste this text. And what you've written is great. And then when you go to the bottom, you're going to need to make the profile available. You're going to need to click yes. Okay. I can't remember if you had an image or not. If you have a picture on your own computer of yourself and you want to send it to me to edit, I could edit it for you. Or if you know how to edit pictures, then you can edit it to the correct size, which is 150 by 150 pixels. And then when you come under browse, you would just load your picture. I don't know what this one is. It's just going to load it as a JPEG. But you want it edited first. You don't want it, well, I could have shown you, but if you upload it, then it's going to skew the picture really bad, unless you have it edited to the right size. If you have a website, you can put it in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, there's no reason that you have to do all this. I'm going to go ahead and submit that for you. Okay, so then you see your text is down here, and there's no folder to open, but all the text you have is down here. If you want a space between that hello and welcome, I would probably do that. You can edit it and then just enter and put a space in there. And then what you can do is delete this one out. Okay, just delete it there. I'm going to let you do that though, just in case. I don't like to mess too much with your course site. Okay, course materials, let's take a look there. Although assignments. Okay, looks like you've got a course schedule. Okay, I think again you have a folder created where you don't need a folder. It may have been that you were messing around, playing around with creating folders. Think of folders in Blackboard like a manila folder in your desk drawer. And on the outside you're going to put the title and maybe a sentence of instruction, and then you're going to put the content on the inside. So I think this is just something you just don't need because you have it up here. So feel comfortable and confident in deleting that and just getting rid of it. especially if you know it's on here, and I'll just open that just to look. Okay, yeah, see, there's the text that you had. So, and this, I remember you're having them read a book. So, yeah, what I would recommend you do from here, you don't have to change this for their use, but from here forward, what I recommend you do is, add a little bit more text, such as read chapters 1 and 2, and then what else are they going to do? Discussion on the discussion board, that kind of information. Flesh it out just a little bit more so that they'll have a little more to go on of what they're doing each day. Get to know each other through the discussion board, etc. Okay, so that's not going to change. I'm not going to save anything, so that's not going to change anything there. This is mine. Okay, so the schedule's fine. If you don't have any more materials in this, you don't really have to use this course material content area at all. The only thing that you do need is you will need the course evaluation form, and I guess it doesn't hurt to have the schedule in here. So it's not going to hurt anything to leave it. Okay, let me look at your assignments. That might be where you have. Okay. Okay, here's a folder. Okay, I could tell a little bit that you're having trouble with the concept of folders. Maybe it helps with the illustration I gave. What you do is if you click on the title of it, then you build the content on the inside of it. So you already have some content, it looks like you've built on the outside of it, and yeah, I guess you have a discussion board link. Quite honestly, it doesn't look to me like you need folders. I think probably what you need to do is delete this, and then delete this to the discussion board, or you can leave it. There's not any harm in leaving it, and then they just go down each day to read the assignment for each day. You can set these to appear. So let's say we were talking about this starting on the 13th. So day 2 would be the 14th. You would just edit this and then display after and March 14th. And I almost always pick like 12:30 just so I beat all those early birds in there. I'm going to go ahead and submit this one so you can see what it looks like. And then Monday, there's Mondays and there's Tuesdays, but it won't be available until the 14th. And then Wednesdays you would set it to open on the 15th and Thursdays on the 16th. You can also set them, it's fine this way. There's nothing wrong with this, so don't get me wrong. And really, you don't have to, you can leave them just right in here, and you don't have to make them appear when they're supposed to appear. None of that has to happen, so don't get me wrong. I'm just giving you some suggestions. But what I might do is have set Tuesdays to open on top of Monday. So the first day, all they'll see is Monday and the discussion board. And then when they come in on Tuesday, they see Tuesdays and it appears at the top. And you're going to delete this out. And so then if Wednesdays is set to open on the 15th, so to you, they're going to look, you're going to see them all, and you're going to have to scroll down. You're going to have to scroll down, but they won't. The newest one will appear on top. Mondays will push down. Tuesdays, that's kind of a cool way to do it. And when you have such, little instruction, which is fine, the simplicity of it is great. This might be a nice way to do it so that they appear backwards like this. So if you're able to do the drag and drop method, then that works for you, then that's the way you do that. You just click and hold and move it. If you're not able to do that, some browsers have trouble with it, then you can also move them over here in this little reorder box, and I'm going to put them back where you had them. Tuesday back, and I'm going to put Wednesday back. Oh. And then, okay, and then I'm going to bring your discussion board. And you don't have to keep this link to the discussion board as long as you've told them. If I added a link to the discussion board on this page, the red light. Yeah, so you gave them instructions. So either both is fine, or getting rid of this is fine. Either way is okay. Remember, I've left this one set to open on the 14th. That's so you can see what that looks like, and in case you need to go back and look. Okay, but this is, I mean, I think your assignments look great. You're telling them to read and discuss. Read and discuss is going to be very comfortable. I think that this is all fine. I was trying to remember whether in the announcements you said every day go to the assignments and find your new assignment for the day. Yeah, you did. Covers 2 weeks. Assignments beginning on Monday, continuing through Friday of week 2. Yeah, and this is what you'll do. Yep, I think you've got great instruction in here. Everything looks really good. Okay, discussion board. Let's see how your discussions are. Okay, good. Introducing yourselves. Yes, yes, yes. That looks fine. Again, you may leave these discussions just open. It is simple. It is nice. You will have people that work ahead, and that's okay. If you want to control the flow, again, you can set these to open. So if day 2 is Tuesday, you would just edit this and go down here and find the display after. Yeah, don't change this, but find the display after, and it would be on Tuesday the 14th. And I usually do about 12:30. I'm going to go ahead and submit that one, even though I don't like to make changes. That's not a hard one for you to put back. If you need help putting it back, though. So it says form is not available after Tuesday, so they can't see it. So you could do it the same way. You could leave them in order, or you could do it the same way, and you could put the 2 on top, and then when it's you could put them in reverse. And so then when 3 becomes available, it will be on top. So again, you can drag and drop here, or you can also use this over here on this side if that's not working for you. Put them back the way you had them, except for remember, I left this one unavailable. That would mean that your students can't see it until it becomes available. Okay. Okay, so I think everything looks great. If you're not going to use the live session access stuff, you just leave it hidden. You don't need to do anything with it. And I think, Debbie, you've done a great job. I think it looks really good. I'm going to check to make sure you have a banner. Okay, you have a banner. So I think you're all set. When you submit that to me by workshop questionnaire, I will give this course a real course number. And what it means is that this portion will change. For a little bit, you'll have 2, but you'll want to use the new one, the one that has a real course number, doesn't have practice in it, if you make changes from there forward. I'll just leave the practice one available long enough for you to look and make sure everything copied over fine. And once you've glanced through it and made sure everything copied over fine, then you'll tell me and I'll delete the practice one. And then you'll just have a real course with a real course number, and we'll put it on the schedule and we'll get it out there and we'll get it advertised. We do have some students that have taken a Trevor Hudson course from us in the past. It's been a long time, but I'll talk to Brett about emailing those students and just with a little friendly, hey, I know you took this class on this book by Trevor Hudson, and I wanted to let you know we have another one, and here it is. I mean, that might be a way to generate some. There's somebody at the upper room I can also contact to see if they'll help promote your course. In recent years, I haven't had as much luck with that as we did in the early years, but I can sure ask her. So anyway, I'm going to get this processing, and I will send it to you, and then we'll talk by email, and then next week by phone if you want to talk by phone. All right, thanks, Debbie.